And on the final day, Josh and Andrea said, let things start to get epic.
It has begun!
Let it be said that at least at the entryway, this park lives up to his name. This has got to be one of the most epic entrances to any theme park I've ever been to, with the music, pageantry, the light show, the water show, everything. It's amazing. It's photo op after photo op after photo op.
Banger after banger after banger.
You can't have bad visions of the entrance to this place. That's just the entrance. What do the worlds look like? Also, once again, commending the park ops that do the entryway. We jumped right in, even though there was a lot of people at the park right now. We were in the park in what, 5 minutes? 5 minutes, through security, through the gate opening.
It's crazy talk.
Once again, never ceases to amaze me. Universal's they've got that structure down pat. So let's not waste any time. Let's go into the first portal here.
What the hell did you just say?
Which is the Isle of Berk from a How to Train Your Dragon series. All right, first impressions. This is the most amazing land I've ever been in. And it's the first land in the whole park. It's laid out so nice. You feel like you're in the cartoon. Characters are kind of roaming around. Haven't gone to go see Toothless yet because the line to meet him is
100 minutes already.
Are you kidding me?
Now it's almost 2 hours.
almost 2 hours. But in the meantime, we can go fly on some dragons. Let's go ride Flick's Flyers.
Nope.
We're going on Hiccup's Wing Gliders. I said the wrong name. I feel like that was a really good way to start the day. That's a super cool roller coaster. There's a lot of little twists and turns, and it banks really sharp. But it's a very smooth coaster, so I understand why it's super popular. Now, it's time to move on to something cooler, if it gets any cooler than that. There are so many friggin' dragons here. We're just keeping with the theme of being in line here. We exited Isle of Berk, and we ended up in Celestial Park. So now we're gonna ride the world famous golden ticket winner, if you will, Stardust Racers. What do you think, babe?
Oh, fun.
Yeah, is it super fast?
Oh, yeah. I've shooted you off a couple times.
Good butterflies?
Yes.
And deserve it of golden ticket. There you have it, from the best to ever do it. All that excitement's made us hungry, and we've heard all kinds of things about this Pizza Moon joint.
Oh, have you not heard? Heard what?
So we jumped inside, waited in line to be seated. While we were waiting in line, they told us, order your food then. And then when you get to your table, scan it, food should be almost ready. So now we wait.
I'd say we came at the right time.
If the line's this long, it's gotta be good.
Heck of a pizza.
So good.
Heck of a 5-star pizza. Bellies are full now. It's time to go ride something vomit-inducing. Yoshi's Adventure.
What did you just say?
Well, at least their thwomp works. All right, well, Super Nintendo World, I'm going to be honest with you, it's a little less impressive because, well, we have the Temu version of this back home. But this is a much bigger, like, more vast land. And with the addition of Donkey Kong, it makes it that much better.
You bite your tongue.
That being said, it's still very impressive, but it's not Isle of Berk impressive. That being said, we don't have Yoshi's Adventure back home, so let's do that. Oh man, they trust us with line stuff. That's a bad idea. I'm not gonna lie, there's some sort of game that needs to be played on this, but I don't know what it is. I'm just gonna enjoy the show. Enjoy the show! All right, I'm afraid that might have been a little too intense for me. I'm gonna have to take a break for a second. Couldn't find the golden egg like I wanted to. Sorry. Found the big green egg though. Another thing that our Super Nintendo World does not have, and that is Donkey Kong Country. You know the ride better be good when the Express is all the way out to the front of the queue.
Here we go.
I'll ask the question again. I asked it during Horror Nights, but at what point do you sell too many Express passes?
That's a good question. I don't know.
40 minutes in, we've been in the same spot for about 15 of those minutes now. The ride's broken down 3 different times. It's not what you pay Express passes for. Hey, we almost made it, just in the nick of time. Yeah, I had to catch my breath, not because the ride was so exhilarating, because with every tiny little jolt, the harness, the lap restraint squeezes you
Tighter and tighter and tighter.
That might be the most uncomfortable ride I've ever ridden. And I've ridden Coast Rider a bajillion times. This might give Coast Rider a run for its money. We waited in Express for an hour for that. No bueno. All right, let's meet the man himself. He's a monkey? He's an ape. No, he's a donkey.
I know that monkey. His name is Donkey.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Okay, and the anticipation and the waiting is over. We have finally entered what we've anticipated to be our favorite land in the whole park. Darkmoor, the Dark Universe. The place is pretty freaking awesome. Even though it's bright and sunny outside, it still has this kind of gothic, dark, and gloomy feel to it. The Invisible Man is interrogating people. We're photobombing them on accident. We just randomly walked up and we found a manor with the name Frankenstein on it. We should investigate.
We're not that stupid. We just know the plot.
Best line ever? Yeah. All right, there's a reason why, to some, that's considered the greatest dark ride in the world. That was awesome. All the classics are in there. Could have used a little more Gilman. I will say this. I was unenthused about how they used him, but when you ride the ride and you feel yourself kind of get lurched into him, it's a lot scarier than you think it is. But I might have to do that again. We just happened to be walking by and we saw Igor.
That's not something you do every day.
And guess who found the Frosty Moon ice cream stand? Taking full advantage of those sweet treats. We've experienced most of the lands that this park has to offer, but I think it's time to see a show. Now, after that Halloween show that we experienced last night, it's going to be tough to beat. But if anything can beat fire dancers, it's dragons. It's a cool little show for families, a show for some for the kids. It's not Waterworld or Nightmare Fuel or anything like that. But hey, they had dragons. They had really cool moving art in the background. It's very, and it was nice and cool in there and comfortable. A perfect little break from the chaos. The break is over, time to embrace more chaos. And we finally bid hello to the final land in the whole universe, and that is Harry Potter and the Battle of the Ministry of Magic land. This land is ridiculous. One thing that I will say is super cool is all the lands feel different. They all feel separate and in their own way. You don't feel redundancy with every land you come into. Everything's got its own kind of feel to it, which is awesome. We were walking through the town because the Battle of the Ministry is closed right now, and we were drawn towards a big red top right in the center of the crossroads. Circus Arcanus.
Tell me, he didn't just say that.
Why not see another show while we're waiting? I, for one, have never seen Fantastic Beasts and where to find them, so I was a little lost. I mean, I understand the Newt character, but I didn't even realize that that's what that show was from. But it was cool. All kinds of cool little animatronic animals and weird creatures coming out of suitcases and whatnot. It's always fun when they play practical illusions right in front of your face. That's one of my favorite things in the world. But besides them starting late and us having to stand there forever, it was a cool show. Dug it. I think it's dinner time. All right, this land goes on forever and ever and ever. It's like cast spells and
Any window, I guess.
you just end up in these back alleys and you're just not really sure where you're going anymore. I think we found our way out of here, so that's good because it's really, really busy in this land.
You should have kept on going down that way. Should have gone straight to that castle.
Outside of Harry Potter land, we were feeling the need for something a little different, something Eastern, something spice, something noise.
I'm kind of the guy that says noise.
So Blue Dragon was definitely the way to go for dinner tonight. That was delicious. Pot stickers, fried rice, peanut noodles, the whole shebang-a-bang. Greatness. We've actually been kind of spoiled with the theme park food this week. I'm afraid to go back to burgers and fries.
Gross.
So we couldn't help it. We had to come back to the manor after dark and
I always come back.
just ride this ride one more time before we had to say goodbye. The prospect that I possibly could never ride this again makes me very sad.
But
It also gives me new life ambition. Get back to Epic Universe ASAP. So long, Dr. Frankenstein. For now.
For now.
I don't know, something inside me tells me that we found our new home here. Well, we tried to see the Burning Blade windmill light on fire to scare the monsters away, but I don't know, something happened. I think the werewolf might have gotten a hold of it or something. Stopped it completely. Dead in its tracks. Foiled again. So we're just gonna move on. Back to Celestial Park. And in storied fairy tale fashion, burning in the dreams of yesteryear,
I used a thesaurus.
and the great light beyond, we are going to end our epic adventure in the stars in the Constellation Carousel. Something we just learned about Constellation Carousel is this isn't just an ordinary carousel. This is a dancing work of art. This is the stuff that dreams are made out of.
They stuff that dreams are made of.
This is a perfect way to end the whole day here. Yeah, maybe it's just a dumb carousel.
No,
but
it's the best carousel I've ever been on in my entire life.
That's the best carousel I've ever been on in my entire life.
Quit cuffing me!
Oh my gosh, that was
a very emotional little slow ride. That was fun. I'm gonna tell you what, this is a completely different looking park at night. Once the sun goes down, it leaves you speechless just how freaking awesome it is. One last trip through the portal. Till we meet again, old friend. So, all in all, a very, very good trip to Epic Universe. This park is going to be a world favorite for years and years to come. What's exciting is this is only the beginning for what this park is holding. I'm very, very excited for what's here, and I'm very, very, very excited for what's to come. What's to come for us, though, is sleepy time. So until we see you up on the mountain, out at the studios, or back down at the farm, we will catch you all on the flippity flop.